Hello and welcome to Bizworld. Goldman Sachs Group Chief Executive Officer David Solomon apologized to the Malaysian people for former banker Tim Leisner's role in One Malaysia Development Berhad 1MDB scandal, but said the bank had conducted due diligence before every transaction. According to reports, Goldman Sachs is being investigated by Malaysian authorities and the U.S. Department of Justice (DOJ) for its role as underwriter and arranger of 3 bond sales that raised $6.5 billion for 1MDB. Since last year, the U.S. prosecutors charged 2 former Goldman bankers for the theft of billions of dollars from 1MDB. Leisner, a former partner for Goldman Sachs in Asia, pleaded guilty to conspiracy to launder money and violate the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, while Roger Ng, the other charged former Goldman banker, was arrested in Malaysia at the request of the U.S. authorities and is expected to be extradited. The DOJ has said that $4.5 billion was misappropriated by high-level officials of the fund and their associates between 2009 and 2014. He added the impact of his client franchise had been declined as shares of the bank have fallen over 25% in the last 3 months. The government expects the average price of crude palm oil CPO to rise above 2,400 ringgit per tonne this year against 2,250 ringgit per tonne in 2018. The performance of the Malaysian palm oil industry is also expected to improve this year, with CPO production projected at more than 20 million tonnes compared to 19.5 million tonnes last year.
Reuters sendiri mengunjurkan bahawa harga sawit itu akan meningkat sampai 2,400. Yang Bapak Menteri telah meletakkan sasaran. Tahun ini, we will work hard towards 2007. Jadi proses itu sedang berjalan dan ada reaksi yang positif.
He was met at the Palm Oil Economic Review and Outlook Seminar 2019 earlier today. Dato' Sri Shamsul added the country's palm oil industry experienced a bleak situation in 2018 following the decline in production and CPO prices. The latest MPOB data showed Malaysia's 2018 palm oil exports amounted to 65.12 billion ringgit, down 13% from 74.75 billion ringgit a year before. Among challenges palm oil exporters face include low pricing, build-up of domestic palm oil stocks and volatility of the ringgit against the US dollar. JobStreet.com Job Outlook 2019 survey reports that 96% of Malaysian employers are looking for digital skilled talents. The survey is an indication that the nation's talent landscape is in the shift towards digital economy and industrial revolution 4.0.
And basically about 60% of those employers actually are already embarking on the digital transformation journey, with the remaining they're either planning or about to start in terms of the digital transformation journey, right? What that actually also means is basically about 23% of those companies are looking to hire fresh, new capabilities on external staff to complement the digital transformation plan.
He was met at the JobStreet.com HR networking event 2019 earlier today. Gan added 29% of local employers are looking to hire new talent externally for the skills the business needs in embarking the transformation plan. He also claims that the top 5 core work-related digital skills most sought after by the employers are digital marketing, software and application development, e-commerce, big data, and analytics and database.
What's interesting, I brought this back into the mission.
Meanwhile, Lee expects the economy to grow at a gentle pace of 4.7% in 2019, akin to estimates in 2018, with the global economy looking to moderate further and weaker exports. Exports are estimated to grow slower by 3.3% this year due to lower commodity prices and lower semiconductor demand.
Global semiconductor sales, I think the projected global sales are slower this year, single-digit growth. Yeah, and the other one is a technical base effect. Last year is about 84 billion per month. I don't think we can do that high. And what you mentioned about diversion orders, yes, I agree with you. There are some companies also facing maximum capacity constraint, so they cannot even take more.
He added domestic demand will remain the dominant driver of economy growth, with private sector spending holding the fort as public spending continues to rationalize, focusing on essential sectors and programs. He expects private consumption growth at 6.8% in 2019, driven by higher minimum wage increase, cost of living aid, lower fuel prices and freezing of all toll hikes. Meanwhile, the government needs to provide policy certainty, clarity and consistency to set a stable environment in view of the ongoing trade war tension, unstable global oil price and volatile financial market. According to Socio-Economic Research Center, the lack of policy clarity and inconsistency has dampened investors' sentiment.
Okay, this is my budget for 2019. So make sure that this year I implement whatever I promise in the budget. There's so much of DE that I need to spend, so make sure that quickly implement it, minimize all this inefficiency, make sure that the project, whatever spending, disperse it fully, make sure there's no delay, and then activity will continue. So the policy side, the government side have to start to think, okay, now if there is a bigger slowdown, do I have fiscal space, some money to readjust and do some quick project that can create activity.
Lee said upholding investor confidence is crucial in ensuring the private sector not to cut spending due to the gloomy external environment. On the structural reforms, he said it is a long-drawn process, but the government needs to show conviction, namely fiscal reform, market and investment liberalization, as well as government-linked companies reform.
There are some views, room to lower interest rate. So that's why you look at government, last year, they are slowed down in economy.
And that wraps up Bizworld this evening. I'm Ganai Ling. Thank you for investing your time with us.